Putting it in, watching it spin. When it's ready to dry, you begin it again. Putting it in, watching it spin. When it's ready to dry, you begin it again. And just try. Open your eyes. Try to find one thing that you haven't already read that wasn't there the last time. Around here, the boredom never stops. And it's always so hot. It's the worst when inside you're sweating and outside it's cold. And the temperature drops. You walk in here frozen, all bitten by the winter bite. You wash and watch your linen dry. While 1 minute you're frozen, next you're roasting. It's like a sauna inside. And for God's sake, if it kept you awake, it'd be okay. But the heat always makes you want to sleep. Especially when there's nothing to read, except for maybe the ingredients on the bleach or detergent. But who gives a fuck what's in bleach or Tide that makes our clothes so clean and white? I can't wait till it's over. I can't wait till it's summer. Even despite the humidity in the big city, everyone looks so much more happy. Happy. Walking around wearing just skin. It's not cold, there's less clothes and more skin means less laundry. Donovan does his laundry almost every day. These are things that don't affect him, it's the fact that he's back every day that perplexes. He's back every day. I met Donovan 2 weeks ago. He lives downstairs from me in a closet the landlord likes to call a bachelor apartment. He approached me grinning ear to ear like a moron, so I ignored him. After all, if I saw any moron in the street, I ignored him. So I treated him the same way that I would on any other day. You see, I really believe one should not deceive or attempt to hide contempt for another. We are not all brothers and should not pretend to be. Even if he's your neighbor, especially if he's your neighbor, you should try to maintain your distance. People like Donovan must accept the fact that chaps come together as a result of a coincidence. For instance, I'm living there because my parents take care of my living expenses to further my artistic affairs. He's living there thanks to welfare, and hence we share nothing in common except for an apartment on the same street, which doesn't really warrant a neighborly hey and howdy doody for me, I don't believe. He even knows how lucky he is the landlord didn't turn his apartment into a storage room like he wanted to. Fools should only associate with fools, I believe. One day I broke down and listened to the clown. I was bored, I was lazy, I was busy doing laundry. Came up to me and told me his life story. It was like watching a circus freak. Told me he has brain damage. Brain damage. Surprise, surprise. 10 years ago he got into an accident and almost lost his life. But he said he doesn't remember the accident and he doesn't remember his wife. Who one day finally realized he couldn't act out the love they once had. He said, how do you know there was once love? She says there was. He said, you can't prove it, so don't assume it. They fought. She called the cops and told him he's gone crazy. He's lost it, tossed it away. A fiend possessed by betrayal. Just take him away. And so they did. To a halfway house, where he tried to figure things out. He stayed there for 5 years, confused, bemused, and angry at what he went through. So he turned to crime, which turned into 5 years hard time. And when he got out, he moved into here, out of his tree and onto my street, where now he believes there's someone tampering with his laundry. Someone tampering with his laundry. That's right. Someone breaks in when he's not there, picking the lock so the neighbors can't hear and dropping shit down his pants, his bedsheets, shirts, and hats, and leaving no evidence. Just lots of shit everywhere. But he's got a plan. He's gonna set up a camera to the doorway with tension, so when the enemy rattles the handle, walks into view, the camera activates, takes a picture, and Donovan has proof his man is caught. So listening to this, I thought, what a great time waster. This guy's more nuts, deluded, and crazier than I thought. Not that I thought about it, but then I got curious. I said, seriously, what if no one comes? Does this mean the shit don't exist? You're wasting your time? How long will you wait before you understand? He said, I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up until I catch my man. What he made him watching it spin. al no camino.